I have played about 800 hours of Minecraft on Switch, and there was one thing I avoided doing all that time. Beating the game with Minecraft for Switch Texture Pack. Now, I've said that this is the most difficult challenge in all of Minecraft, but it is technically not that much of a challenge. But it is annoying. Let me explain. Look at this. What do you think it is? If you said an axe, you're wrong. This is an axe. That was a sword. If you got it, good job. This, along with some other textures looking similar, made it not that much fun to play. But let's stop talking so much and let's get into the 100 days. I spawned into the world and got wood and some stone tools. After getting these, I decided to dig down to find iron. But then, this happened. After that, I found another cave that went down to lava level, found some diamonds, put a bed down there to sleep, and made another portal. Also, I died multiple times in the process, but 2 goals have been completed. I got into the Nether on the 4th day of the world, then spent the next 7 days exploring the Nether, then dying over and over and over again. I also didn't find anything. After that, I gave up and went to the overworld, where I spent 6 days looting 3 villages and building a little house that looks bad. And I got a full set of iron armor and tools. And that ticked off another goal. I explored the world a bit more and found a buried treasure. Then I got obsidian to build a portal, but it was connected to my old one. At this point, I'm already on day 25. And on this day, I was swimming back to my base, and while in the middle of the ocean, my TV opened something else randomly. So I drowned and couldn't find my stuff, losing a bunch of valuables. But I had enough iron back home to go gear back up. The next day I almost lost everything again while trying to connect the portal. But I left without saving, so I didn't lose my stuff. Which is kind of cheating, but I'm still gonna let it slide. Because I did it a couple other times, but I didn't always do it. I spent the next 8 days exploring the Nether, and this time I found 2 bastions and almost lost everything a few times, but did that cheap trick and got a bunch of pearls. But then one time I messed up and saved and quit, so I could not get my stuff back. And I have still not found the fortress. I found the fortress though on day 36, and then tried to make it back home since I was low and starving. But I died, then got my stuff back, and made it back to the fortress on day 39. I built a contraption to help keep me safe from the blazes so that I could farm them. And I farmed them for like 10 minutes or so, got enough blaze rods, then started heading back, got enough ender pearls, and then made them all into Eyes of Ender. I threw the Eyes of Ender and followed them until I found a village, since strongholds are usually under villages, but that village didn't have it, so I found another by throwing the Eyes of Ender that did have a stronghold. So I dug down and found it on day 43. The next day is when I finally entered the end, and it only took so long, a whole day, because my armor got stolen by a zombie. Then after killing that zombie, it got stolen by another zombie, and I died many times trying to get the armor back. After I got into the end, I built towards the main island, but right when I got there, the Ender Dragon hit me, and I fell into the void, losing everything. Also, before you say anything, I made a promise to myself to not do the cheap method of keeping my stuff during the dragon fight. The fight went horribly. My plan was to break all the crystals, then kill the dragon. But every time I got even halfway up the pillar, the dragon killed me. So I died a bunch of times during the fight, and just ended up hitting him with my sword over and over until I finally killed him, and entered the portal again to beat the game on day 47. Then I went back and got the dragon egg. After that is when the timeline gets fuzzy, but I do have a few goals that I checked off, and I know when they happened because I took screenshots and videos of them. And those goals were getting an enchantment table on day 52 and getting back my iron armor on day 53. Except for that isn't really a goal, so whatever. I also mined for diamonds, planted a farm, captured animals in a fence, and started building a house. I finished up that house at the end of day 68, and this is a picture of it. Between now and day 83, I mined quartz to get levels to get a fortune pickaxe, but it was only fortune 2, so the goal is only kinda complete. I went back to the end, and right after getting into the end portal to the outer islands, I saw a city right next to it, and it had a ship. So I rushed to get the elytra and got it on day 85. And then the next day I got full diamond armor, checking off 2 more goals. Then the last thing I did before days 90 through 100 was go on a mining trip. Day 90 I fished all day, mainly getting fish. Day 91 I enchanted my sword and got a roll of fire aspect 2, looting 2, sharpness 3, and knockback 2, which is pretty good. Day 92 I bred a few villagers and started waiting for them to grow up. Day 93 I went AFK, waiting for a villager to grow up. Day 94 I was AFK again for the villager to grow up. Day 95 I was AFK again, then started trying to get mending on the villager. Then on day 96 I continued trying to get mending villager, then traded sticks and paper for emeralds, then traded the 22 emeralds and a book for a mending book, meaning I finally got mending, which is another goal checked off. Day 97 I tried thinking about what I could do before day 100, so I built something quickly that you'll see at day 100. Day 98 I didn't do much, but at night I killed mobs to prepare for the 100th day celebration. Day 99 I made fireworks for the day 100 celebration, and as you could tell, I didn't really know what to do with these final couple days, so I didn't really do much. Finally, we are at day 100. I did make fireworks, but it was kind of bad, so I still set them off, but it didn't really look too good. So afterwards, I made something to shoot fireworks that looked a little better. I really enjoyed making this video, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. There were so many goals completed in this video, but one goal I haven't met is my goal to get 1,000 subscribers, and you could help with it by subscribing right now. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe for more content. Probably not much more Minecraft content, but I might do some more later down the road, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.